video, I'd like to show you what I made for the Viking challenge. Now, if you know what I'm talking about off rip, it was a challenge of knife makers and sword makers to make a Viking-inspired weapon. And if you're watching this video, you probably also know that it's really late. And right now, I'm also working on something for the Apocalypse challenge, which I'll try to actually have done on time. But since I already made the sword, I still want to make a video about it and show it to you guys. So, here's we go. Peek at that. And we got a blade inspired by both the Albion Berserker and Norse mythology. So I really wanted, like, the very rarely seen single edged Viking sword, which is always really cool, really cool. And for the Norse mythology, I went for the children of Loki. So right there, you can kind of see a wolf's head. I carved it in with I did pretty much all this carving with a Dremel and left a forge trimming. So that's Fenrir, if I'm pronouncing it right. Let me see as close as you can get it. That's meant to be his daughter Hel, and kept a pretty simple, just a simple plain guard or the forged finish as well with the Ricasso forged finish. And also, what else I got on the forged finish is Jormungandr as the pommel. And this right here with the handle are some of my favorite parts of this build right now. So it's constructed with pops. You can get on the web pops 8670 steel. It's about 3/16 at its thickest, and it tapers just a bit. It's a heavier blade. It's definitely a heavier blade. Um, so, and as you can see here, we have a wire and leather wrap, which is something you're definitely gonna see a lot on my channel because I just love the way wire and leather goes together as a handle, because you definitely get the softness of the leather, because the I don't know if you can see it, but the leather protrudes just slightly more than the wire, so you still get the beauty of the wire with the comfort of the leather, which is really nice. And walnut, my favorite wood handle. I had to leave some of the walnut exposed, otherwise what's the purpose of using walnut if you're not going to show it off? Man, that's peened with a brass peen. Well, not peened, but pierced with a brass rod here, and peened right in there, right there. And I'll tell you, that was difficult to get in with a hammer, trying to peen that in at an angle. That was actually, this is also, I believe, either my first or second time I've had to peen something over. So that was pretty cool. I really like it as a construction method because it's super sturdy. Took took some thicker leather cord, wrapped it around both sides, and just twirled it in. I kind of had this little bit of a gap here, but I think I just made it work though, because it's rough, but it's rough looking, but it works because it's an overall. It still kind of fits with the blade. That still has a bit of rough, but with a bit of shine coming through that don't seem to contradict each other, if that's the word I'm looking for, or clash with each other rather. Oh, yep. And I put a little bit of twist on Yormi there. You see that? It's a little bit twisted, so it kind of works with the twisted braid of the wire and a little bit of twist in the leather. That's another little visual thing that works really well. Yeah, this is pretty sword, if I do say so myself. We got a 30-inch blade and a 4 3/4 inch handle. Uh, so there's that. And yeah, it's a pretty rough sanding, but again, it's my sword. We're probably I'm going forward with my swords. I'm probably gonna see definitely do a little bit more detailed or more professional, as you might say, sanding. Yeah, that's definitely one thing I want to tap on. And my heat treat was felt a little sketchy on here. I kind of did a blue blue black blah 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 blue backeting where I kind of like placed the edge in some wet sand and just took a torch to the back of the spine here, which seems serviceable, but you know, I've got some, since I still have the hot sand, I'm gonna try a different method with the next sword I do. Try back a different method with the next sword I do, with the just a little bit of coals and hot sand mixed together, and let it place in that, since that sand and those coals will hold heat for a long time and be able to have a whole temper going throughout the blade, and that might be better because that's really looking like the best option I'm going to have for heat treat going forward, for tempering going forward rather. A friend of mine actually did help me with this guard here. It's actually 3 pieces, and I don't know if you can still tell where the weld was. I was trying a different way of welding a guard together. Well, I said 3 pieces, 4 pieces. 1, 2, 3, and 4, all sandwiched together with a space right there. And I kind of heated it up and fitted it into the guard with that, and which is why you kind of get a not a perfect, but a pretty nice fit, I would say, to the guard. It's a pretty nice fit. But the rest of this video, either before this part or after this part, somewhere in the video, it'll be some more of a little bit of the beginning of the process of how I made it, along with some cutting, some a little bit of cutting later on near the end. But besides that, yeah, thanks for watching. Please stick around for the cutting, and please stick around on the channel. I'm gonna probably be making stuff for the rest of my life, so I'd really be humbled and appreciative if you'd show up, show up and watch some of my stuff sometime, on your break or something. But anyway, check out Yorm Gardner right there. Isn't he cool? Look at that. I really